So here's the latest build. This is we'll call it a prairie dreadnought guitar. So that's a dreadnought guitar, meaning a big bodied guitar with all the big body sounds. That you'd expect from a dreadnought, and then some. It does have a salvaged redwood top. So the Red River used to have a redwood, a railroad trestle going across it back in the 1870s. A friend of mine found an old beam from that trestle and gave me a piece, and I made some tops out of it. Here's one of them, beautiful redwood color. The back and sides are some black walnut that was from a barn find. Another friend had a friend who had a barn who found some old wood in there, and what do you know, it was black walnut. So he gave me some of that, and I made the body out of that. I'm gonna play it here. I'll play a song I just wrote, and this is kind of in memory of my big brother Jeff. It's a love song, but it was based on a joke that he and I made a few years ago about a dog. You'll hear the joke, and so it's called Country Song, and here it is. We used to laugh at country songs, the way they'd whine and bray. A joke that I would write one down if you broke my heart one day. Then you asked me to walk your dog, it wouldn't be gone long. Now it's going on 3 years and I still walk that dog. It was a hell of an October, the gray winds they took me over, tossed me like the crackling leaves and dragged me by a chain. Now the dog and I go walking, lots of rain and not much talking, hoping to walk long enough to leave behind the rain. Our love was like a country song, full of spit and dancing. But when you looked out at the city lights, you were mysterious as jasmine. And when you were hurting, you'd be so cruel, your eyes all fire and fog. So I waited for the sunny days, now I walk this dog. It was a hell of an October, the gray winds they took me over, tossed me like the crackling leaves and dragged me by a chain. Now the dog and I go walking, lots of rain and not much talking, hoping to walk long enough to leave behind the rain. On KNTY-FM today, the DJ said you died. The accident was not your fault, still no one was surprised. Your pickup in a fiery crash was the ending of your song. I gave the little dog to Jim, said, Jimmy, I won't be long. It was a hell of an October, the gray winds they took me over, tossed me like the crackling leaves and dragged me by a chain. So the dog and I went walking, lots of rain and not much talking, hoping to walk long enough to leave behind the rain. There you go. He would have liked it.